Seriously, Apple, this clear case is just so bad. I got this case on release day and was thoroughly unimpressed at first, and it's been 6 days and I'm thoroughly unimpressed now. But like every product I review, even if it sucks, I suffer through it. And after spending 6 hours straight with the Apple Clear case, waiting at a 24-hour emergency vet hospital late last night, early this morning, I'm calling it. The Apple Clear case is one of the worst cases I've ever used. At MobileReviewsEh, Monty and I have been basing all our reviews on actual usage, and we've been reviewing cases for so long that Monty and I consider ourselves as iPhone case aficionados. Now, I've seen a lot of cases over the years, and when it comes to bad cases, the bar has actually been set very, very low. I think the worst cases in my gigantic collection of cases are the ones from Olixar. They straight up went and bought cheap cases from AliBaba and resold them as premium priced products. There's no difference between these two great cases, except for one cost $30, the other one cost about $1. This Apple Clear case is honestly a tiny notch above that. Out of the 200 cases that I've ranked for the iPhones, this Apple Clear case sits around 190 out of 200, which is pretty bad. Now, I don't mind the Apple Silicone case as a thin case. It handles well, and the colors actually go really well with the iPhones. Their smart battery case is actually pretty great as well because it just works, and the leather cases aren't too bad if you're willing to spend way too much money on them. Like, this was $160 for me. Ridiculous. But Apple's newest Clear case, just so bad. But like any other review I do, here are the specifics of the product. I'm going to give you a couple alternatives at the end of this video as well. And if you want to know what I think are the current top 10 cases for the iPhone 11s, do check out the video link in the card. When it comes to design, the Apple Clear case is a solid piece of polycarbonate, so it's incredibly smooth and it's incredibly clear. It's one of the slimmer cases I've used over the last few months, and the edges are high enough to accommodate a glass screen protector. The Apple Clear case fit your iPhone quite tightly and only had a tiny area where the case looked wet. This clear polycarbonate case slides around like nobody's business on both sides, which is, crappy. And as you guessed, the handling of the case is incredibly slick. This case makes me feel like I've WD-40'd my hands when I use it. Now, the standard issue with clear cases is that fingerprinting is going to be an issue, which kind of makes no sense whatsoever, especially when you're getting this case in conjunction with an iPhone 11 Pro with their frosted glass back. The one thing I like about the backs of the 11 Pros is it kind of minimizes the fingerprinting. The backs are almost like a throwback to the finishes on the old iPhone 7s with their aluminum enclosures. But none of this matters if you slap this fingerprint magnet of a case onto your device. Now, when it comes to protection, the Clear case isn't drop rated to anything, so my guess is 4 feet at maximum, 3 feet minimum. The edge of the case is high enough to accommodate a screen protector, and the case fits tightly enough that dust shouldn't be an issue. Now, in terms of accessing your iPhone, the buttons on the Apple Clear case are tough to use. That's right, instead of a nice click that you would get from the Apple Silicone case, you get to finger punch your iPhone every single time you want to put it to sleep. There are no issues with the screen functionality, and the camera access is fine, though I am very surprised that Apple doesn't have a semi-gloss black coating around the cutout, as per their own accessories guidelines to minimize the light bouncing into the camera. So that's the Clear case by Apple. A clear fail, in my opinion. Now, let's be honest, we all know that Apple hoses us on accessories. Now, I don't really think they hose us on iPhones, since there's a lot more stuff that goes into these newer iPhones than older ones, and basically the OLED screen is literally the biggest culprit when it comes to why the iPhones are so expensive nowadays. Now, my biggest issue with that Apple Clear case is that you aren't really getting much for what you pay for. At $40 US or $55 where I'm at, you get a below average case. At least with the silicone case, this case, you can use your iPhone in it. At least with the silicone case, the buttons aren't a hassle to use. At least with the silicone case, there aren't that many copycat cases. At least with the silicone case, you can actually hold on to your iPhone, and at the very least, you can use your iPhone relatively well. But with the Clear case, you get none of that. Honestly, I would take any Clear Spigen case over the Apple product. I don't believe I'm about to say this. I'd take a Tech 21 Pure Clear case over it, a Ballistic Jewel, and even a Clear OtterBox Symmetry over the Apple Clear case. Now, on top of that giant mountain of me complaining about this product is that there is nothing to differentiate it against other products. When it comes to iPhone accessories, I personally think branding is actually very important. Why? Because from my perspective, if you don't, you're either pawning off products that you don't really care about, or you're just lazy. Here's another example of a garbage product. The blue one cost me $2 to get. The silver one was marketed as a premium protective cover. That retailed for $30. That company does not exist anymore, which is good. Now back to the branding, it doesn't even have to be loud and obnoxious or large. Here's the branding on Codabee's latest veil. It's pretty small, but it gets the point across. This is a Codabee product. Here is a similar product by Peel, and there's absolutely nothing on it, so you kind of have no idea if it's actually a good product, if it's made for them, or they just went and bought it off of AliBaba. Like, stuff like that matters to me. For Apple's clear case, I'm not going to go get it. It's on the floor because it's just so frustrating. You know, maybe a frosted Apple logo would look cool on the back, or maybe even your standard tagline designed by Apple along the edge, just etched in along the edge, just something to differentiate it mildly. Seriously, the clear case literally is like the first new product that comes out after Joni Ives leaves, and it's literally a piece of garbage. I don't know. It's just like So that's all I got. Now, I was planning on doing this video without Monty because he's not feeling very good. But I was leaving to come to the office and he wanted to come with me, which I guess I had to bring him. So you better mash that like button because Monty is just an absolute trooper. What happened to him was last night we were just sitting on the couch and a cyst, I think, under his coat, that's what the vet said, burst, and there was just blood everywhere. So he had some minor surgery done. He's a little groggy. I think he's in a bit of pain. I've already given him his meds, so. But he wanted to come with me. I can't say no to this face. Like, this face. Look, he's just so cute. So that's all I got. First time watching one of my videos, I do encourage you to click subscribe. Again, if you want to know what I think are the best cases for the iPhone right now, none of them are actually clear in that video. No, one of them's clear. So if you're looking for a clear case, check that out. I will be producing a top 10 clear cases for the iPhone 11s in the next few weeks, so do stay tuned for that. That's kind of all I got. Chugga. I know you guys are waiting for me to tell him to go jump off, but the vet has explicitly told me nothing active for the next 12 hours. So we will carefully put Puppy down. There you go. Thanks for watching. At MobileReviewsEh, Monty and I base all our reviews on actual usage, and we've been reviewing cases for so long. Motherfuckers need to go to work and stop walking around. I think that's how you say aficionados. Oh, my ass.